Hello, everybody, and welcome to a very special five-heart bonus exclusively for you Coronation members on YouTube. I'm your five-heart co-host, Greg Mahachko, and joining me is really the reason why any of us are here tonight, and that is co-host Minnie Hunt. Minnie, how are you doing tonight,
Greg,
today?
what a lovely introduction. I am in such a great mood because you agreed to watch this game with me. We're going to watch the shortened condensed version. It's only 40 minutes, but it's the 1983 Nebraska versus Minnesota game that the chat told us we needed to watch.
Specifically, said that you needed to watch it.
Okay, yes, they want me to have they want to learn me some lessons. So, and you're going to help me.
I am. Yes. So this game took place on September 17th, 1983. It was an evening kickoff at Minnesota at Hubert H. Humphrey Metrodome, Minnie. And so we are going to kind of just dive right in. We are, again, as Minnie said, watching this. We can't show you the audio. I don't think we can share the or show you the video. I don't think we can share the audio. So we'll tell you, and we'll have the link in the description of the version of the game that we're watching. But it's 1983, number one Nebraska at Minnesota, no huddle. The reason this one came up, Minnie, is because we were educated last week. The question was, what's the most points Nebraska's ever scored? And we're watching that game right now, a bonus episode exclusively for you YouTube members. So this is, we don't do a ton of exclusive content. I think we need to do more. If they're paying for the membership, by God, they should get something extra. So
you could look at it two ways. You could look at it as this is punishment for being a member.
ouch. But this game, I had more information on it. This game was originally broadcast on Omaha television station KETV.
Oh.
And Minnie, you are your screen is ready to go. My screen is ready to go. We are locked in at 0, 0, 0 on our timer. We're going to count down. We'll do 3, 2, 1, play. When I say play, we'll hit play. And hopefully, if you want to watch along at home, you can hit play also. So 3, 2, 1, play. So I have hit play. Nebraska is going to receive this opening kickoff. And this was a team. Nebraska was number one at this point in the season. They're going to take that opening kickoff for a touchback, Minnie. But here we see some very notable names for Nebraska starter. Irving Fryer, Michael Rozier, Turner Gill.
Irving Fryer. Okay, here we go. First play.
I love that power eye. Right back, hand off to Mike Rozier. Now he does get, that's a very exciting
interior lineman.
Dean Steinkuhler, a legendary offensive lineman for Nebraska at right guard. Sneak handoff to the up back.
Okay, we're at the second play, and what have we got? 2 yards?
Yeah, we're probably back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. Okay.
Now, I'm not wise enough to
through
the hands.
Turner Gill threw it, and it just bounced off the wide receiver's tips of his fingers.
I'm sure there's some lore as to why Nebraska went no huddle this game and ran up 84 points on Minnesota. While we were watching, this game is, look, we're going to get a whole game in 42 minutes. So
I love this.
There's not going to be a ton of time for extra chat, but there's over 60.
Oh, that was a great tackle.
What, you wrap up the legs like you're supposed to?
Yeah.
Oh.
Pretty good. Now this is when they were wearing those gigantic
One size fits
shoulder
all.
pads. Oh, way overthrown. That was Minnesota's quarterback.
I
Okay.
didn't even see. I hesitate to even bounce back to see who that was. I don't want to mess up
I know.
the watch along here. Huskers show blitz and rush 3.
Oh,
Overthrown
again.
I'm reminded, because this is Minnesota Golden Gophers, I'm reminded of the 1980s sitcom Coach, which of course took place at Minnesota State.
Did it really? I never paid attention to where it was, but it was a good sitcom.
It was. And, I think the color scheme was very similar to what Minnesota had. There's Rozier.
Oh, here we go. Running. Who? Oh, my gosh. Is that Mike Rozier?
Yes.
Wow. That's a lot of yardage. What? How many yards was that? That was like 30 yards, 40 yards?
I got a commercial.
What?
Mine. All right, I'm back. Mine went to commercial break.
Oh, no.
And then the very next play after this is the touchdown, right?
Greg, I'm still at 3. What am I at? 225?
225.
I think.
Must have jumped ahead.
No. Oh, 341.
Okay, so you're a little ahead of me. Did we just kick the PAT?
Yeah.
And we missed it. That's about right.
Well, I didn't know because I was trying to talk to you.
Oh, no, you're all good. I'm trying to figure out what in the world's going on with.
Are you back on YouTube?
Don't mind me. Yeah, all is well.
Okay, can we pause? Yeah, can we pause the stream?
I'm pausing it at 4:05.
Okay.
After we kick a touchback. Pause the stream or pause the YouTube?
Pause the stream.
Oh, okay. And we're back. And at 4:05, 4:06, we're going to resume after the touchback in 3, 2, 1, play.
Boy, we're getting good at this.
We're going to get this down. I miss it when touchbacks were only to the 20, Minnie.
Oh. Yeah. Oh, my gosh. So it's 6-0.
And a 5-yard loss on first down. Talk about getting the Gophers off schedule. That's his first completion, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it was. It was. And it was what, for 1 yard?
Yeah, well, got it back up to the 20. And not a bad run. It's just unfortunate for Minnesota that it came on third down, but 8 yards on that third down run.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Is he going? Oh. Look at that.
I was going to say, I don't think we'll be seeing too many fair catches back in 1983.
Yeah, it's kind of surprising.
I mean, that's now
what you're used to seeing.
Right. Turner Gill, long bomb.
Oh, lots of overthrows. Jeez.
Got to find out what Turner Gill's up to these days. I wonder if he's still coaching. Went nowhere.
Who was that to?
I don't know. I'm wondering if this is maybe we've been bamboozled because I don't know. We got to be towards the end of the first quarter, and we got 6 points. How in the world are we going to score 78 more?
I have no idea.
Maybe we get some defensive stops. Penalty flag.
Face mask.
Oh, what?
On what? Nebraska. Jeez.
I call BS.
It's a little blurry. It's hard for me to tell.
Right. Yeah, it's like there's a game that took place in Chicago years back under such dense fog that the sideline reporters couldn't really even see who was going on or what was going on the field.
Made a catch.
It's kind of like that. It's like I can't make out the names and numbers. We'd be relying on the announcers, but we're not listening to the audio. It's That no, incomplete. Doggone it. Oh, that must have been deflected.
It's hard to tell from this angle.
Right.
Mm.
62,687 people were in the Metrodome for this game, Minnie.
Really?
That's true.
How many completions did they have in the
I
first quarter?
I'm honestly trying to find stats for the game, and I know that there's a place to do it.
I love that. I love how he runs with this, like he does the forearm shift. Mark Rozier,
Right.
like this. Keeping the guys
goes.
away from him. Whoa! Oh my gosh! He just ran it for a... No, that's not Mike Rozier. It's number 27. Who's number 27?
Oh, that's what I'm about
We
to
just
find.
got a touchdown again. You missed it, Greg.
That's my fault.
2 touchdowns you missed.
I'm the worst person in the world. But hey, we got the 2-pointer. Let's see here. There's nothing. It's like they don't care. Sports-reference.com. I just want to know. Just trying to get some information, get some stats. Can't do it.
That was a good catch.
It was. He went up, climbed the ladder, as they say. So on the season, Mike Rozier had 29 rushing touchdowns.
Oh, who got that sack?
And this was the year he won the Heisman.
Oh, wow. Another. Wow. Oh, my gosh. Oh, boy.
So the top 4 here took that punt on. You know, nowadays they just run away from that bouncing punt. Top 4 in Heisman voting 1983, Mike Rozier, Steve Young, Doug Flutie, and number 4, Turner Gill.
Seriously.
Oh, Nebraska almost had 2 of them in New York, and for late pitch. I love
another
that
one. Another one. Look at him. So who's 28?
You're asking the tough questions tonight, aren't you, Minnie?
I know. We should have taken notes. What's going on?
Chop block. That one's coming back. Jeff Smith was number 28. You said number 27?
27 was the other one who scored. And this is...
That was...
that
was Irving Fryer.
20... This is 27. Who just scored again?
That's
Irving Fryer, you said?
Yep.
So he's had 2 touchdowns already.
And we're starting to pick up some speed now.
Oh, yeah. We're only a quarter into the game. 21-0.
That's right. 21, 21, 21, 21. Look at that long kick. I just have a feeling that, having not been there, I know that Nebraska played on AstroTurf at Memorial Stadium. It just concrete with a roll of carpet on it, essentially. That couldn't have been fun. Oh, he caught that. In double coverage, no less.
Oh, my gosh.
They're chasing after him. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's just crazy watching the quarterbacks run for their lives. Like,
Yeah, they weren't protected like they are now.
dang.
Nebraska was number 1 all season long until they went up against Miami in the Orange Bowl.
Hmm.
And they lost that game 31-30, Minnie.
Oh, that's the one that Tom Osborne always gets.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Raked over the coals.
Mm-hmm.
As a team for the year, Nebraska attempted 16 passes per game and completed 8.9 of them. Turner Gill only threw the ball 170 times in an entire season. How many times do you think Dylan threw the ball last year? And this isn't a Dylan, it's just the evolution of the sport, right? I'm doing this during another commercial
Minnesota
break.
just scored, by the way.
Oh, doggone it.
Yeah. How many times what?
How many times do you think Dylan Raiola passed the ball last year?
Was it 14 times? No, it was sorry. I know what the stat is. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
Okay.
How many times did Dylan Raiola pass last season? Is the question.
Correct.
Greg, tell me. My brain is so tired right now.
Let's see. I'll get that answer for you here in just a minute. Those are tackles. Dylan threw the ball 410 times last year.
So not 14.
Not 14. I mean, there was a 1 and there was a 4 in there.
There's a 1 and a 4. I was envisioning that. I saw that in my brain.
But compare that to the for the season, Turner Gill attempting 170 passes. He completed 94 of them. Now, by comparison,
I wonder who the long snapper was.
Oh God, I can't find that information for you. I don't think they had a long snapper back then.
They really.
Dylan completed 67.1% of his passes last year.
That I know. Yes.
I should have known. Compared to 55.3 for Turner Gill.
Seriously? Oh wow! And why do we have people giving Dylan a hard time? I don't understand.
I think most of the time it's just to razz you, if I'm being honest. I don't know if you figured that out yet.
Poor Dylan. He doesn't deserve it.
Well, I'm excited to see him in year 2.
Me too.
There, I said. Nebraska in 1983 started the season with a win against number 4 Penn State. Wow. That was at Giant Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. That was August 29th. On September 10th, they were at home and beat Wyoming, which is not really a surprise to anybody. By the way, they won those games a combined 100-26.
Really?
It was 44-6 against the top 4 Penn State team. It was 56-20 against Wyoming. You have to think that we tried to keep it out of the end zone. You like to think that.
Oh my gosh, what the heck is going on here? This is so bizarre.
What's your time check?
minutes and 22 seconds. What?
You said 16:22?
That's what we were at, yeah.
All right, I'm up at 16:34, so I'm going to pause at 16:36 and wait for you to catch up.
What are you at?
I'm at 1636.
Okay, I'm there now.
All right.
How do you keep getting ahead of me?
I don't know. I don't know. After Minnesota, Nebraska went on to play a couple of home games against UCLA and Syracuse. They won those games by a combined, by scoring again 105 points in those two games compared to 17. So it was 42-10 against UCLA, 63-7 against Syracuse.
Oh my gosh.
He's going to house that one, isn't he?
Oh, almost.
Just about.
Right. Yeah.
Their closest game, not counting the bowl game, was a 14-10 win at Oklahoma State in October on the 8th.
I guess we scored again. Yep. 26?
I've honestly lost count.
No, that's the I don't know the names of the players, so it's 35-7.
We're doing all right. I think this one's well in hand. Took care of Missouri 34-13, beat Colorado 69-19, beat Kansas State 51-25, beat Iowa State 72-29, beat Kansas 67-13, and in the rivalry game against Oklahoma, and that one in Norman on CBS, we won against the Sooners 28-21. That would be the Thanksgiving weekend, November 26th. Took some time off. This is what they say. Sometimes a little too much time is detrimental. Played the Orange Bowl against Miami, and again lost that one by 1 point. January 2nd, 1984.
Why do you have to keep bringing that one up?
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to provide context for the season. I'll stop.
I appreciate that.
Who's number 28? Is that who you're
26.
asking about? 26. All right, hold on. There's somebody listening to this already who's like, you morons, it's this.
I know. They're like, really?
No, gosh, Tom Rathman. He went on to have a nice career with the San Francisco 49ers.
Oh my gosh. This is insane.
Irving Fryer again.
Yep.
Oh, he miraculously. Oh, they're going to say incomplete. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I guess they did call it an interception. Doggone it. Is this when they get their points in this quarter?
Oh, intercepted. Look at that.
Oh, my gosh. That was beautiful. Picked that right out of the air.
33.
Oh.
Sorry.
Got me all excited.
Oh.
Turn around, look at the ball. Nope, incomplete.
Oh, he's running for his life. He's running all over the field.
He's going to lose so many yards as soon as we catch him. Get him! Destroy him!
Oh, that should have been intercepted. Damn it.
Yeah, what the hell? Can you believe these guys? Is that a field goal?
Yeah, it must have been. It must have gotten. Yeah, because the final score, I think, is 13. So,
ladies and gentlemen, we're not even at halftime yet.
I know.
Oh, do something with it. It's so much fun. BFOTS Josh would appreciate the neck roll there by Minnesota's number 3, the pad that went around between the helmet and the top of the shoulder pads.
Uh-huh.
He's big on old school neck rolls.
Well, why? Just he likes them?
Yeah. They're just, it's oh, what's happening here? Oh, overthrowing the wide receiver. It's harkens back to a different time for college and for football in general.
Yeah.
Nice moves.
I know. How come they can do that so well? Like they're just pushing guys off of them as they're running. They're like, okay, you're coming at me. Bam. Take that.
Yeah, it was a different
And they
era.
fall down.
I like that everybody, like he starts putting up 50 plus points, everybody starts to get a touch. Oh, hey, look, I got another commercial.
Do you really?
I do. That's right. I skipped it. I'm at 22:32. The PAT is up.
22:43.
Oh, my goodness. Hold on. I'm up. Oh, I'll catch up.
48. 52.
23:59.
23:59?
Well, where were you at?
23. Now I'm at 23:05.
Oh, I'm a whole minute ahead of you now. All right, 23:13. That'll get us.
There,
Closer.
we're perfect. We're synced. We're synced.
Oh, my goodness. And I think we're going to halftime. 42-10 Nebraska. Minnie, your thoughts on the first half other than the fact it went very well and very quick?
You know what? I wish I could see a little better. It's hard to see.
Tell me that.
I mean, I feel like we just provided a lot more chances to score.
Well, we also scored very quick. We had a lot of home run shots in this first half. Like there were a lot of big yards, big plays.
We had their quarterback running for his life.
Yeah, we were.
I love that.
Now again, because this cuts out all the nonsense, you essentially saw Minnesota line up and run right into the middle of the pack and have it do nothing 3 times in a row in about a span of 10 seconds. Yeah, there they go again. And now we're punting, Minnie. Oh, that was a big pop.
Ah. Huh?
I said that was a big contact on that tackle on special teams. I think what I don't know maybe surprises me is that they seem very fast.
They do. They seem really fast and just like, yeah, really strong.
And maybe, I don't know, maybe since we don't have the audio up, maybe they are, I don't know, running it at 1.25 speed or something. But you got to think that some of this is just natural. Like, I'm not trying to take anything away from
I mean, I feel like they're running normal.
Yeah.
It's just they're fast.
But they don't seem that fast in 2024.
I know.
I guess the game.
Their feet are stuck in the turf or something.
Here goes Turner. Turns the corner.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Is that good for a touchdown?
Great blocking. Dang.
What I really want to see Nebraska bring back, I think it'd be great if one game next season, Matt Rule, the rest of the coaching staff come out in those red pants.
Check that out. That was beautiful.
Went up and over the pile.
Yeah, remember when we tried to do that this past season?
Did not work out in our
favor. It was like, boom.
That was Charlie Cartwright, by the way.
49-10.
Thing of glory.
Uh-huh.
So let's see here. Nebraska in this game, Nebraska scored their most points since a 100-0 smearing of Nebraska Wesleyan in 1917, and their most points ever against a D1 team. Irving Fryer had a new wingback reception record of 130 yards on 2 catches, by the way. Both tosses the longest of his and quarterback Turner Gill's careers. And the entire 60-man Cornhusker travel roster or travel squad had obtained playing time before the start of the fourth quarter. So you think we got to be into the 2s and 3s at this point. And their quarterback just threw it to our sideline, so we had them rattled.
The sad thing is if this was today and the score is 42-10, there's still a chance that we could blow the lead.
Yeah. We don't talk about that, though. Oh, stay in bounds. Keep your feet. This is prime time, as you can see under the lights there in Minnesota. Look at that. Let's just look at that speed.
Wow.
Irving Fryer.
That's great blocking. That's the difference right there.
I'm just curious to know. Irving Fryer played in the NFL for 16 years.
16 years?
He was a second-team All-Pro in 2 decades. He was a 5-time Pro Bowler. He was an unanimous All-American for this season right here, as well as being first-team All-Big 8. He won the Japan Bowl, or he was the MVP of the Japan Bowl in 1984. You remember that's when I think Nebraska played. I want to
Another
say Kansas
touchdown.
State. I was trying to figure out.
Turner Gill, how many touchdowns did he have for this game?
I can't even keep up with them.
I know, so many. 56-10 now. In the third quarter. Oh my gosh. It's really great being able to watch this.
Mm-hmm.
Because I haven't watched a football game
Since
in months.
the end of December.
I mean, I have, but not Nebraska.
Right.
Not any that I care about, This is kind of a good off-season activity.
Oh, brought the house. Yeah, we'll have to. Hey, if you're watching this and if you're enjoying this, leave a comment. Throw us a suggestion on another game that you'd like to sit through another 40-minute-ish presentation of Greg and Minnie watching games from the past.
Well, we could even invite people. We can invite up to 10 people.
We could. Looking at you.
Join us.
You know who you are. I'm surprised they don't throw a flag on that one. They would. I think they would throw a flag on that right now.
I'm sure.
This is also, of course, the stadium, the dome where the Minnesota Twins play. It is a convertible baseball football stadium.
It's a great stadium.
Oh, have you been there? Up to Minnesota, eh?
I have not been there, but I have family that actually are from there, and so they've taken pictures for me.
Oh, very nice. Of the old Metrodome?
Yeah, from.
Give me a.
Isn't there also like a mall? Mall of America?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there.
Oof. Minnie, give me a time check, please.
31:33.
Okay, I'm just a few seconds behind you. I'm not too worried about that. And another
Oh
commercial.
my gosh. Look at all that.
Look at that. Look at oh, geez, look at that running room. Nobody's going to catch him.
But Greg, the major difference that I'm seeing, major difference. They're more
Blocking.
physical one, but they're blocking. Everyone's blocking. Everyone's job is to block.
So
63-13.
the coaching staff at this time was, of course, Tom Osborne, head coach and offensive coordinator, Charlie McBride, defensive coordinator, Cletus Fisher on the offensive line, who was with Nebraska from 1960 to 1985. John Melton coached the linebackers. Boyd Epley, who I know you just talked with his protege, Bob Davis, earlier this week for Monday Night Therapy.
That was a good episode.
It sounds like it's the first of a couple. Like there's more meat on that particular bone.
Yeah, he is fantastic. Honestly, I learned so much. I had to go back and rewatch it.
Yeah. George Darlington was the defensive ends coach. Milt Tenneper, of course, the offensive line. Gene Huey.
These are just legends.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Gene Huey coached the receivers and did so for about 9 years. Frank Solich coached the running backs, of course. Jack Pierce, Bob Thornton in the secondary, and then Dan Young, the offensive, assisting on the offensive line and kicking. So, but it's funny. You look 1, 2.
It was special teams.
I don't see a special teams coach. Just kicking. They just called it kicking. That was Dan Young, who was with Nebraska from 1983 to 2002.
I'm going to write this down.
4 of Nebraska's coaches had gone. They had Nebraska listed as their alma mater. Bob Thornton, Frank Solich, of course, Boyd Epley, and Cletus Fisher.
Look at nobody can even. I mean, he just broke 2-3 tackles.
He's still going. He's going to take. He's going to score.
This is.
That's one of the 2 touchdowns that Fryer had in the game.
Yeah.
I think I thought he had more. One of them might have been called back. I don't know, but I mean, just
70-13, Greg.
This is tremendous.
I'd be having a heart attack. I literally would be having a heart attack.
I didn't coach. I called a high school game that finished about 70-13 when I was up in Chadron. It was Chadron Cardinals versus the Mitchell Tigers, and Chadron was on the winning end of that one. Had a good team that year. Tie-in special love from all the Chadron people who are, I'm sure, not listening. I mean, it's just you have a bunch formations. I mean, that's almost intentional grounding. Yeah, he threw the flag. That was intentional grounding. Oh, what a good clean tackle in the backfield. Did you see that one-on-one hit?
I did not.
Oh,
but good. I see him weaving in and out of Minnesota players.
Was that on the punt return?
Okay, 35-29.
35-28 right now, so I'm a couple seconds behind you. But
okay.
It's crashing. I mean, these are just thunderous games, you know. You know that
really
Minnesota
different. Different.
Oh yeah.
More physical for sure, I would say.
I mean, just look at the push that the offensive line is getting, and these are not like the offensive linemen that we know of today that are, pushing 300 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
The backup quarterback practically walks it in.
We just wore him down.
Let's see here. Who is that backup quarterback?
That's what I want right there.
Craig Sundberg.
I want a Nebraska megaphone.
I'm sure you could get one.
I've been looking. Like a vintage one.
Look at the stands are almost empty.
Yeah.
And you know they're all Nebraska.
They're all crying on the way home.
It's an early departure for Gopher fans.
Who was Minnesota's head coach in '83?
That is a great question, and I will tell you the answer to that right after these messages. I'm kidding. I don't have any messages. I just can't. Head coach was Joe Salem in his 5th season. They finished a dismal 1-10. They were 0-9 in conference play.
Gosh. Oh, that was the flea flicker, and I think it got picked off. Let's see.
Their lone win of the season came a week prior to this at Rice down in Houston, Texas. They won that one 21-17 in front of 10,000 fans. But this was by far the shellacking. They lost 69-18 at Ohio State this year.
This year?
Well, 1983. I apologize.
Oh.
They lost 61-10 at Iowa back in 58-10. So they just did not have a good football team. But now
Just
those
makes
types
you
of
wonder. What does that say? When you're hot? Wait, what? They put something up there. I gotta just rewind it because that was funny. When you're hot, Miss Nebraska is what did it say? When you're hot, Miss Nebraska is one of 10 finalists in Miss America pageant. How do you like that?
That's how you blend football and pop culture. I have no idea what your timestamp is.
Okay, I went back a couple times. 38:43.
Oh my goodness. I'll meet you at 38:50.
There. Past there. 55, 56.
All right. 39:02 it is.
Got it.
Oh, we got a fumble. A late, meaningless fumble from the C squad or maybe even D squad at this point. Again, all 60 players on the travel roster were in before the 4th quarter. So, as Haas would say, oh, intercepted.
Whoa. He looks like he's limping. Oh.
He's like, damn it. As Haas would say, if you don't want the score run up on you, then figure out how to stop him. You can put one in there. Very close. And I don't know, maybe I said this earlier. If not, if I did, I apologize to repeat myself. But if not, what happened? What did Minnesota say that pissed off Nebraska that made them want to put up 84 points? And again, I'm sure that's in the lore. That's probably in there somewhere. But oh my goodness,
that's a funny question right there.
Like we talk about bulletin board material, but what do you have to say to make Tom Osborne of all people?
I know, right?
You know, the guy who's least likely, I would think, to run up the score. Oh, maybe he's got I don't want to say mean streak, but maybe he's got a particular side of him that's ultra competitive. I'm sure he had to excel at the level he did for so long.
Just quietly competitive.
Mm-hmm. It is funny watching this broadcast or telecast from 1983 and just how minimal it is as far as graphics and visuals. There's not even
it's just ball.
Right. There's not the running clock and score.
There aren't any yellow lines running across the field for you. There's nothing.
Which is, I mean, again, sometimes you'll see that on baseball, and I know you love baseball, Minnie.
Oh, I love it. Yeah.
But they will, and it's usually around like the 4th of July or something like that, depending on various. He left that one up, and it was.
Oh, nice. Who was that? Number 5? He's like, yes, thank you.
Yeah,
I'll take that and run with it.
That was a lame duck. But sometimes on baseball broadcast, when they have, I don't know, the time, the ability, I'm trying to find who number 5 is.
Game over.
Well, I didn't. Ricky Green. He was a junior cornerback. But they will start the first inning old school style in black and white, very minimal graphics, probably none at all, and a fixed camera. And then they'll, inning by inning, they'll show the evolution of the baseball broadcast. So it's kind of fun sometimes. Maybe this was fun. Going back and watching.
Fun. Now it goes to UCLA and Nebraska no-huddle.
Mine does not.
Oh. I really hope that, Greg, you have to see this. The graphics in the end zone for Husker, it's all block lettering.
Yeah. Can you share your screen and show it to the people?
I think I can. Let's just go back. I was saying it because of your...
My design?
Yeah, your design.
My award-winning design?
Your design, actually. It surprised me that it was so much better than mine, of all things. It's like, wait, what?
You did take offense to that.
I kind of did. I mean, because that's my forte. I didn't realize that we could be as... it just isn't very, it just seems like a black field would be totally against anything.
100%.
You can't do a black field.
It's not practical at all.
Cool.
Yeah. Like I said, I wish I could get that as like my welcome mat out in front of my house. Like that would be fun. All right, what are we seeing? Oh, those. Okay.
Like true block.
That's worse than Arial fonts. I don't even know.
I'm really concerned about this font.
Oh, yeah. Let's hope
3-year-old did it.
Let's not go back to that. And it also looks off center. Like the K being. if the K is the 4th letter of a 7-letter word, so it should be dead red, and you should see the uprights.
These things bother you. Oh my gosh, you're so funny.
Just, I like symmetry and balance.
But also, there's not any red on the field whatsoever.
Right.
There's the problem there.
Well, that's changing 2025 because we're going to have red end zones.
Thank goodness. We need it.
All kinds of red. So, Minnie, this was a lot of fun. And
sure was.
If anybody, again, if you made it this far and you want to contribute or maybe even join us for a little watch along sometime, give us a holler. You can leave a comment here on this video. Again, this is exclusively for our YouTube members. It's just something a little fun we thought we'd do for you. We had to do the homework anyway. So now, Minnie, you can check that one off your to-do list.
Yes, I will. This is my to-do list, you guys, from last week.
Yep.
One thing checked off. I only have 4 more things before Thursday.
What's next?
I have to look at the Jordan Westerkamp Hail Mary catch and the catch behind his back.
Easy peasy. Those are much shorter.
Oh, yeah?
I mean, because they're individual plays instead of whole games.
These people, they think I have nothing to do. They're like,
those
okay,
two, I'll tell you what. You could watch those two in about 2 minutes, but knowing you'll watch them over and over and over and take about 20 minutes of your day.
Mhm. Yeah, I don't just watch it for 2 minutes and say, "Yeah, check mark." In fact, this game, even though we watched it, I'm gonna have to go back and at least read about it because we were talking and such during and it wasn't really like watching a real game,
Sure.
because if it was, we'd be screaming our lungs out,
Well,
like, it
yeah.
would be insane.
Imagine the Husker fans that were there in Minneapolis that night in 1983. They probably went home with no voice.
Yeah,
Their hands were probably numb from all the clapping. Like, I can't do anything with this
and
anymore.
see, we cheated. We knew what the score was before we watched it.
Well,
We
yeah.
didn't know what the score was.
Oh,
Greg, this would have been a killer game to watch. Without
sure.
knowing the score, like, just, like, peering into the history of Husker football would've been killer.
But that's also against my nature because I had notes up. I had things prepared to discuss and talk about. So I couldn't go in without knowing the score.
Wait,
And
you had notes?
yeah, I had
Look who's
didn't you hear me
prepared.
talking about the game all throughout the game?
Yeah, but I didn't know you actually prepared stuff ahead of time.
Well, yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Who is this person? And what have you done with my co-host?
I don't know. It's turning over a new leaf, I guess. Preparation and preparations A through G were completely worthless, but preparation H is where it's at.
Preparation Husker.
There you go. That is definitely what the H stands for in preparation H. All right, Minnie. We are going to have this available for our members
Yeah.
Wednesday. And it's a good time to remind them that we'll be live Thursday, 9:00 Central for a regular live 5-Heart podcast.
All right. Sounds
We don't
good.
have any idea what we're talking about yet, though. So, right?
Wait. It's going to be so fun. I have no idea yet. Matt Rule did do an interview with Husker Online.
Oh, there you go.
So there's quite a bit to unpack there.
What are the chances we could get Matt Rule to do an interview with us?
Honestly, I think he'd be open to it.
I can't wait to ask him, and I will. And you can't stop me.
I'm not going to stop you.
If for one game, he and the coaches would wear the red pants.
I mean, why?
Why not?
That's okay. That's so PJ Fleck-ish.
But it's a throwback to a bygone era.
I know. If you wear red pants, I'm sure he would.
Challenge considered.
I know, right?
I was going to say accepted, but I'm like, let me think about that. I'm sure I could find a gimmicky type suit, like not one of my custom suits, but you can probably find a Cornhusker suit. You can go Shinesty or something. You can always go put up your own design and they'll make it. So yeah, I'm gonna look into that for next year, Minnie.
Look into it, Craig.
And then I'm gonna look into the funding for we'll throw together some super chats and we'll crowd fund my Husker suit. How about that?
Yes. Well, I mean, all you have to do is buy a pair of red Adidas pants. That's it.
Oh, I thought we were talking like fancy pants.
No, you were talking fancy pants.
All right. I think red Adidas pants would be much easier to find. Much more cost effective. So wonderful. Well, man, this was a lot of fun, and we hope that you all who watched along, enjoyed it. As a reminder, we will have the link to the game that we just watched in the description, so put them side by side, and you know exactly what the hell's going on. But until Thursday night, live 9:00 Central on YouTube, Facebook, and X. I'm Greg Mahachko. That's Minnie Hunt. We are the 5-Heart Podcast. Go Big Red.
Go Big Red. Won't do it.
Did not do it? Didn't cooperate? You gotta
Won't
pop
do
it.
it.
There you go.
Go Big Red.